All right, we're here for our bonus training. It is Saturday. I expect this to be relatively small, but if you are here, say hey. When we do things like this, hi Cynthia, hi Rochelle. I saw that Yvette was on earlier. I don't know why I don't see her comment right now, but what happens is when we do these kind of like Saturday things, y'all might have like your weekend stuff. You might be doing some other things, but if you are here, we're going to just do some fun bonus stuff. This is going to be good, okay? So what we're doing today is we're going to do some live video tips. We're going to do some Facebook hacks. Who likes hacks? And we're going to do a quick recap of the 5 days. So if you feel like you're behind and you're trying to catch up, I'm just going to quickly go through it all so that you're like, oh, I need to go back to that day. I need to go back to that day, okay? So I can see on my phone who's here, and it's different than my StreamYard comments, which is really strange. It's messing with my head, but that's okay. I see that Katie's here. I see Felicia's here. I see Tracy, Sue, Amy, Brenda. Hi, Dawn. Hi, April. Tracy, I think you just got done with your homework. I think Tracy just posted her homework. Yvette has made it here, and she said, I made her day this morning. Yay. Hi, Amanda. Yes, I see her comment. Brenda is here. So Yvette, welcome to Evergreen. I was out at my sock party last night. I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got. And I saw some people signing up for Evergreen. So be jolly. Who got into Evergreen? Who got in? Who's thinking about it? And who still has like what is that? Who has no clue? Who has no clue? Hi, Miranda. Hi, Heather. Facebook hacks. I'm gonna share with my my top 3 Facebook hacks, okay? And it's going to be, one of them is going to be, how do you get people to respond to you when they're not seeing your messages? Maybe they are and you're not sure if they're just ignoring them. What do you do? And there's a hack that you can use. There's a secret that most people have no clue that you can do in the messenger. And Yvette says Facebook is drunk lately. Facebook's a disaster right now, but that's okay. I'm going to give you a Facebook hack for when your videos freeze and you're like on your video and you're like, I don't want that thumbnail. And I'm also going to give you hacks for how to get the algorithm working in your favor before you go post something on social media. So those of you that are doing curiosity posts, right, to get interest, to get bookings, to get guests to come to your party, if you want to get that content in front of more people, there's some things you need to do before you post, and there's some things you need to do after you post. So it's not just like what you post. Do y'all know that? It's not just what you post, it's when you post, what you do before you post, and what you do after you post that will affect who sees it. And there's even a hack where you can get it in front of certain people only. My Evergreen group coaching on Tuesday, we spent a lot of time talking about a hack on how to edit your lists so that you can get your information in front of only certain people, or that you can keep certain people from seeing it. And also how you can build relationships. Maybe you guys do have guests that walk out of parties and don't make purchases, but you're like, God, she'd be amazing at my business. How do I keep this relationship going? So we're going to do that today. Okay. Hi, Roberta. Roberta's here. All right. Dawn said, congrats. I am going to go ahead and shut off the on-time timer. If at any given time the internet is not grand, well, y'all talk with me about that. We're going to do a homework day 5 winner. This will be our last homework winner because y'all have done the 5 days. The official content of the training is done. Okay. Now we get to like streamline it. We get to enhance it. We get to hack it out. Right. And then tomorrow at 2:00 Central, Sunday, December, whatever, 13th, probably, we're going to do a lot with curiosity posts. Okay. So we alluded to it. We shared some ideas on day 1, but curiosity posts, engagement posts, they're my favorite thing to do on my social media profile, personal profile. Okay. And they're my favorite thing to do up in stories, Instagram and Facebook. And there is an effective way to do them. So you got to learn how to do them. You got to learn how often you should do them. I'm going to give you lots of examples of different kinds with different companies. Okay. So that's going to be tomorrow. That's just a bonus. We're just like relaxing, chilling, hanging out. And then Monday night at 8:30 Central. Does anybody know what's going on? Are y'all paying attention? Cynthia said, hey, this is not on the other streaming. What does that mean? Where am I not at that I'm supposed to be right now? This is not on the other streaming. Because I can see you guys, like I'm here, but the comments that are showing here are different than my StreamYard. But as long as y'all can see me inside the virtual party challenge, I'm good. And it says that I'm there. Let me all know that we're good, okay? So Monday night, okay, 8:30 Central is a Zoom Q&A. So you guys type that in the comments below. The duck one. StreamYard. I don't know, Jennifer. I don't know. I just know I can't see comments on StreamYard, so I know something's different. But it is showing in the virtual party challenge, and that's all I care about. As long as we're showing in the virtual party challenge, I feel golden. I feel golden. Monday night, 8:30 p.m. CST is a Zoom Q&A. That means I get to see your faces. Unless you don't want me to see your faces, then you can block your faces out, okay? So we'll be announcing that, and we'll be giving that to you. Good job. Brenda's got it, Zoom Q&A, okay? So let's do this. Let's run through there wasn't a link to click on in StreamYard. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why. I'm sorry. As long as y'all are here. So we always post this up in the announcements. It's pinned right to the top as soon as people come in. So if they can't get here, replay will be up. Technology. Y'all are going to have to flow. When we talk about live video tips today, we get to talk about what happens if your live video doesn't work. What happens when you go live and something's not as predictable as it usually is? That's going to happen. Okay. Let me share with you and encourage you, first of all, as I show you what I got at my sock party last night, that y'all need to do what makes you happy. Okay. Let me write something down real quick. Facebook Live. What about when it doesn't work? Y'all need to do what makes you happy. And you need to remember that when you walk in your purpose, that you're not going to be so much tied to the results. You're just going to keep doing and doing and doing. And we know that when we stay in action, the results will come. Some people that I work closely with don't know, they don't know their purpose yet. They're discovering it. Most of you guys know exactly what you're called to do. You have a mission, you have a message. You're trying to tie your products and your company into that. You don't know how to do that part, okay? Some people I'm helping them at the very beginning stages to even discover this part, right? And then some are like, I got my purpose. I just don't know how to create it into like my group and my parties and my business and like tie it all together. But if you can figure that out, you're going to keep moving forward. I like things that make me happy. I like gifts. I like giving. I don't so much like getting them. I'm not saying I don't like getting them. I like getting them in the mail and then being like the elf. Like, oh, Santa mailed me this and now I get to mail it back out to you guys. It's just what I like. Don't copy parts of what I teach you if you don't like love it, if it's not good and authentic and it doesn't feel like this is something I could do all the time and wake up and be happy about, right? So my mom always is like, I don't know, it just makes me happy. So I want to do it. I'm like, cool, as long as it's safe and ethical. So yesterday on my personal social media Facebook page, I did a little Santa ship and unboxing. We ended up singing my grandma's like birthday song. I ended up in tears, but you guys cannot fake this stuff. People will see through the fake, but it will take time to like flow and for your parties to just be whatever you is. So in the beginning, when you're reading a script and you're going off notes, it can feel fake. Don't be, is there an inauthentic word? Is that even a word? Be authentic, but don't like feel bad that you have to go off of a script or that you're not like there yet, right? But walk in your strengths, walk in your comfort zone. And if I say a word that's not your word or you see, just be you, because that's all people can be attracted to is you. When you sell you, you're going to sell products, okay? That's why if somebody is sold out on the story, they don't ask as many questions. But when people aren't sold out on the story, they haven't bought you yet, they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you, they ask you 1,000 questions. When y'all know you're ready to move forward, those of you that know, you're like, I know this is where I'm supposed to be. You're messaging me and saying, I don't want to wait for day 5. How do I move into Evergreen? I know this is the girl I'm supposed to be with. I know that's the team that's going to help me. I know this is the community that I need to be surrounded by, okay? If you need more information, if people need more information, they will ask. But your job is just to be you. Build the know, like, and trust factor. And Facebook Live is like, in my opinion, the #1 way to do it on social media. So that's what we get to talk about now, okay? You do you, Pikachu. So I'm really tired because I went to my sock party last night and I had a Bailey's in my coffee. I'm not like, I don't really drink a whole lot of like things besides all my 5,000 drinks, like the tumbler that I'm giving away, my detox tea, my energy drinks, water, sometimes coffee. But I'm like, I'll throw Bailey's in there so I can be part of the sock club. And we switched socks. So I just thought I'd share with you two of my socks that I got. One pair's dirty. I gave them like sparkly, like kind of house slipper socks. I gave them these amazing socks from Target that were like rubbing on a rabbit. And do you guys have like cheap grocery store food places? There's this thing called Ruler Foods that I stumbled on the other day, and it had the 12 days of Christmas, and it was 12 days of socks. So in exchange, I got this, I got a foot set, I got a moisture pack, and I got this cute cup. So it is fun to get this little stuff, right? It makes you feel good. And that's why I like to gift you guys. Hi, Kristen. So at 2:15, in 2 minutes, we're going to do a homework winner. And then at the end, we will do our on-time winner. I missed our on-time winner yesterday because we had so many giveaways. So we will do another one of those as well. So we've got swag, we've got hats, we've got tumblers, we've got the gratitude journals, we've got Starbucks cards, and we've got lots of digital products. You guys are wanting Trello boards and organic social media strategy, posting strategy. My Evergreen students do get the whole like bundle, right? Y'all get it all. So if you upgrade to Evergreen, then you need to grab some swag, okay? So when it comes to Facebook Live, I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips just for like how you can practice going live, okay? How you can like set yourself up for the best Facebook Live possible, and what happens if your Facebook Live doesn't go live. Has that happened to anyone yet? And I say yet because it just might, okay? It just might happen that there's a storm when you're supposed to go live. It might happen that your kid like barfs all over the floor right when you're supposed to go live. There is a way to have a recorded party that you can stream in as a backup. Okay, who has something like that? All right, it's time for our homework winner. It's 2:15. I'm going to pull a homework day 5 winner. Talk to me. I'm going to put Facebook Live tips, and I want you guys to talk to me about, are you aware, and I'm going to pull up homework. Are you aware of any way that you could have a Facebook Live streaming that's not you actually live, but to the guests, it looks live? Okay, now I'm live with you guys today. You know that because I'm talking to comments. But you could be very interactive with your audience and just not respond to their comments, and it be a recording. Okay, so that's something I want to teach you about as well. If you're brand new into Facebook Live, I did share with you before, so we're doing some Facebook Live tips right now. Facebook algorithm loves live videos. So type that in the comments below. And this will be a test because nobody can spell algorithm. Like, why did they make up that word, algorithm? Type algorithm loves live video, because this is why I'm pushing you guys so hard to do live video in your parties. I want you to do it in all parts of your business, not just the party, okay? But in this like super safe, secure place where you've got this community that we're building out this week, you're practicing, right? And then when you do your parties with just a couple people in a private event or a private group, it's smaller. You're going to get to the place where I want you Facebook Live on your personal page. Who's doing that on their personal page? Because what I teach you guys, I know we're doing parties this week, but what I teach in my program and what I love to teach in any aspect of time I get to spend with people is all aspects of the big picture, right? So you're not just trying to hide out in a party. You're also trying to get out there on your social media profile, most of you anyway, and attract new people to you. Attraction marketing, okay? All right, I got our homework day 5 winners pulled up. I'm going to scroll. I'll share with you guys. I'm so proud of you guys. Are you proud of yourself? Are you tired? I think I started telling that story and then I got so tired I forgot. So we got home at like 12 o'clock from the sock party, but then I couldn't stop working because I saw people enrolling in Evergreen and I was like messaging. I was like 3:30 in the morning and Jeremy's like, oh man, you got to go to sleep. I'm like, my brain is on. So these are our homework day 5 entries that I see. All right, I'm going to scroll. I'm going to click and whoever pops up, it is Sue Nisbet. Sue, you can message me. Sue is now in her 3rd virtual party challenge, and she is an Evergreen student, but she likes to come back through the foundation. Okay, so some of you guys have asked, do I have to do this virtual party full 5 days before I go to Evergreen? No, you and Evergreen get all of the recordings from not only this week, but 2 other weeks that I've done. Okay, so you can listen to them all you want. Some of it's foundational, so I'll say, hey, go back to day 3, go back to day 2. Go back to day 4. Okay, so Sue, congrats. Please private message me. And Sue, as we talk about Facebook Live video tips, let's use you as a prime example. She's probably like, turn that video off. Sue is an Evergreen student, but when she first came into the 5 days, we had to do some very basic Facebook Live tips, talking about lighting, how to hold your camera, how to speak a little bit more confidently was one thing she worked through. So some very basic tips. Who has their phone on any kind of stand? Easel? Do you call it an easel? Not an easel. Tripod. I'm gonna pick up my computer for you guys, and I'm gonna show you. Tracy says she's proud of herself. You guys should be so proud of yourself. And Sue says, finally. I finally won. Yes, you did. Congrats, congrats. Jamie said she's tired. She's an hour behind, so it's late when she's done, and then her brain doesn't shut down. I know, we've never done nighttime trainings, but that's my problem too, right? But I have so much more energy at night for some reason, and my kids don't bust in. So when it comes time to go Facebook Live, you guys need a steady, like something to hold your phone so that it's not, do you ever watch the people and you're like, oh my God, like the other day when I was walking around doing some gift, like showing you my gift station and stuff, I was moving my camera around. You feel sick. You need something to hold your phone still, or you need your camera or your computer on a steady surface. You need decent lighting. So I'm going to show you my ring lights. I'm in my closet. I am not perfect. I have dreams of my future, whatever one day I'll have, but right now it's my closet. So I'm going to show you in my closet how I've made this happen. You don't get to make excuses. You get to get into action and like make this stuff happen. So I'm going to show you backgrounds that I have. Okay. So we're going to look at that. You need decent lighting. You want the lighting behind your camera, not behind your head, or else you look shadowed. You'll look like 10 years younger too if the light shines on you right, by the way. So if you could sit, like if I get to be in my sunroom, when I get to be in my sunroom, it's really fantastic because it's natural light, all right? But when the kids are awake or that's the potential they're going to bust in, I don't go in there. So talk to me about your struggles with Facebook Live. You need good audio. Now, has anybody watched any of my phone videos that I've done on my personal page? Are you noticing static in the background when you're on Facebook Live on your phone? Is anybody else noticing that? It's kind of across Facebook. It's not consistent. It doesn't happen every time. And I used to think it's because I washed my phone too many times. It's not because I washed my phone too many times, because it doesn't happen on Instagram. It doesn't happen on recorded video, and it doesn't happen in stories. I don't have an answer to that yet. If someone does, please comment below what the answer is. I have done headphones. That didn't matter. Okay. So you've got to have, if you're aware of that, that's why sometimes I'll just end up going on my computer. I like to Zoom in or StreamYard in to Facebook Live instead of just using the Facebook Live video creator. I just like it better. So if you're in Evergreen, we talk about all the advanced options. If you are starting to experiment with StreamYard, there's a $10 discount or $10 credits. And I don't know if I linked it for you guys, but there's a referral code that I can give you for $10 if you do the paid version of StreamYard, but they have a free one and it's really great. You just have a duck. You have a duck right there instead of your logo. Can't do some of the features, but it's pretty great to stream to one place and do the banners, okay? Kim says she goes live every Sunday night in her VIP group and halfway through it starts freezing. Isn't that so frustrating? Let's talk about a couple other live tips before I show you my situation here. Did you know you can practice going live and nobody can see you? Who knows this and who doesn't know this? So when you're nervous and you know, you come out of this challenge and you're like, cool, I've done it for like 6 days, but now I got to go to a party. I need more practice. I don't like to practice on recorded video because I feel like I could stop and start over 1,000 times. But once that live button hits, you guys don't get to be like, hey, wait, I'm not comfortable. I'll come back in 5 minutes. Doesn't work that way. You are rolling. So the way that I like to practice is I go to my personal page. So go to the top and just go to your personal page. And when you're about to go live, the same way you would normally go live on your personal page, okay? When you click in your little description box and then you go up here to the top, hold on, I'm gonna drop this list down. There is an option to choose only me, okay? So at the top, and I wanna show you, do you see where it says Cathy Callahan? I don't know if it's backwards. It says Cathy Callahan. And then there's a little lock and it says only me, okay? Type to me if you can see that. You can change that where it can say public. If you do public, everybody's going to see it whether they're your friend or not. So you might want to do live video that way. If you do it as your friends list or your edited friends list, then whoever's on that list will see it. But if you choose only me, right there, nobody's going to see it except you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a catchy title. Y'all know that like people, when they see like soon as it is live, you want to have a catchy title. It's like this. You won't believe what I just did. You won't believe what's coming up. Okay. Somebody had a hard time finding us because you said, well, there you are. I don't know what's going on today, but welcome. Welcome. And this is great because sometimes Facebook Live and all the things just don't work out the way we want them to. But we're rolling. We roll. We fake it till we make it. I hate that saying, by the way. Don't fake it till you make it. Get some skills. Get some strategy. But like keep like moving. You know, one day you're going to have a middle. Right now you have a beginning. One day you're going to have an end. Well, we never have an end. We just keep going, keep getting better. So when you go to only me, we want to have a good description, but we're going to practice on only me so no one can see it. And we're going to say, I can't believe I am doing this, because we want a catchy title, pretend it really was real. And we're going to have a cute emoji, and maybe it's a smash my head, or maybe it's a whatever, or it's a secret. So I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this with a secret. Okay. And then when we go live, it's going to look live. Do you see that? It looks just like a live, but nobody's going to see it except me. Now, let me teach you something. If you hold your camera this way, you're going to have to stay, there's too much reflection. So let's reverse this. If you hold your camera this way, it's going to have to stay that way. If you go this way, you're going to have to stay that way. Once you turn it and you hit live, it won't let you turn back. Okay. So if you go horizontal and then you go to flip, it won't let you flip back. So if I start my live video vertical, it's just going to have to stick like that. Now, here is the thing, you guys, it's loading. I'm live. Hey guys, I'm live doing a practice live video, but nobody can see me except me. So when you're vertical, I can't figure out how to get centered here. When you're vertical, the comments roll like across the bottom. Y'all are not commenting right now because this is practice, okay? When you're horizontal, just like on StreamYard, the video goes across the top and then there's lots of space for the comments where they don't overlap the video, right? Some people like it vertical, some like it horizontal. On my phone, I leave it vertical like this, all right? So type to me if any of this is helpful. Some of you are like, yeah, that's basic. I know. Let's walk around my closet, see my basic setup, and then we're going to go into some algorithm hacks. And then we're going to fly through the 5-day review. If anybody is like, I don't know what I don't know, like give me the expedited version, right? Okay. So that's how you practice Facebook Live. And so here's a head game you're going to play. Nobody's on. Nobody's on. Oh my God, everybody hates me. Nobody likes me. Guess I'll go eat worms. Nobody's watching me. Just put a sticker over that. Put a sticker over that live button, okay? So that you can't see that nobody's watching you. You can't see when 5 pop on and 4 pop off and 3 pop on and 2 pop off. Don't mess with your head like that. When it's only me, it's only you. Nobody's going to pop on. But in a party, that messes with your head so bad. So if you see that you got your 5 and you're talking to the guest and you don't want to, just put a sticker over that, okay? All right, so, and then I'm going to flip my screen back and I'm just going to be like, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I was practicing. I hate this. I never want to do this again, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to get better. Okay. And then I finish, okay? Now, what you choose to do with the live video is up to you. You're the only one who can see it unless you jump in here and change only me to friends. If you go change only me to friends or only me to public, they'll see it. So you can save that video, right onto your computer. You can save it. You can share it or you can delete it, all right? Now, do you remember when I talked about there might be a time where like your computer crashes or your life, like something unpredictable happened and you need to stream a video? If you did a party that you really liked, go ahead and save it. Save it as a file on your computer. If you want to do a practice party where nobody can like actually be on and you want to act like you are live, you can do something called OneStream. OneStream, it is a paid thing. And I'm sure there's others. If you guys have ones that you use, type to me in the comments below. But OneStream, when you use OneStream, okay, what happens is it's a service. Caitlin, I did not mean to pop up your name right now. OneStream, what it does is it allows you to post a recorded video into their website. You schedule it where you want it to go. And when it goes on that site at that time, it streams like a live video, okay? So that's as far as I'm going to go into that. We can, those of you who are like moving on or need more tips on that or whatever, like we go into that stuff deeper. But for the sake of time today, what I personally do is like it was my birthday. I had a Tuesday night party. It's always Tuesday night. I'm like, how am I going to pull this off? Didn't have a team to do the party. I pre-recorded the party at like 2 o'clock that afternoon. Like, hey guys, welcome to Hannah's party. I'm Cathy. I'm the girl doing the party. Here's what we're going to do. If you're here, say hey. I just did the party. I couldn't interact and be like, oh, hi, Sue, hi, whatever. And then at 8:30 at night, it streamed it in. Nobody even knew I wasn't live. Nobody was like, why isn't she talking to me? Because I say, for the sake of time, I am going to go ahead and not answer questions today. I'm going to save that and I will come back at the end of the party and wrap back around to all the questions. All right, guys. So that was pretty fun. Now, you could survive on a recorded party. Some people do. You could survive on a recorded party. I like being live with people. I like it. I like talking to you guys. I like seeing that you're paying attention-ish. I like asking you questions. And if I have time, I like being able to respond to those questions while we're together. Okay. Caitlin said, I didn't see anything. I'm sorry. Krista says OneStream saves her life. Kim used to tape her phone to a mirror, so she was talking to herself. Krista said she's here, but she's late. Tracy said very helpful. All right, let's walk around my closet. Let's do some Facebook hacks, and then we'll do our review. And then tomorrow we get to come back together at 2 o'clock Central for Curiosity Post. Who's excited about that? Oh, one of my lights just went out because it was plugged in. So I'm in my closet. This is an 8x8 room. At one point, I live in an older house, so one of my dreams was to have a closet, like a legitimate closet. And so when we added on the bedroom, I'm like, I want a closet that I could sleep in, right? So my youngest son slept in here. He thinks it was his first bedroom because it was for like 2 years. And then when I came back to network marketing in 2019, I decided to do it all online. I had 4 boys by that time, and I guess Christian was like 10 months old. I don't really know. And I was like, I'm going to work from my closet. So for quite a while, what I did, this little desk-ish thing back here was where I sat, okay? And it wasn't perfect because we just like do what we do. We roll how we roll. And a lot of people saw like my closet. Like this is the background they saw. Now the lighting wasn't like that. I didn't own a ring light. I would sometimes like take my camera, turn the light on and like put it behind my camera and try to make it be brighter. I would put a lamp, so you could start with a lamp. Okay, I'll show you my lamp. I do have one in here right now. And people would just see my life. This had shoes all over it. Shoes, 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 clothes, whatever. All right. Then I'm like, that's not very pretty. So what I did was I got a shower curtain rod, and this was like my next step. So you got to look at like what your space is, what you can do with what you have, and move through the processes to ultimately till we have our own fantastic big studio, right? So what I did, and I have a shower curtain rod in the other room, but I just like, say you go up to the ceiling, I on that shelf right there, I just set the shower curtain rod in it, and then I ran it all the way across to this one, and I set the shower curtain rod, it just set on there, and I had a white shower curtain from Target. I mean, this is April 2020. I was still using my shower curtain rod from Target, okay? My clothing was still everywhere. Then I was like, ooh, let's make it a little prettier. I'm going to give up some space. And so I just played. You got to play with the space you have. So then for a while, I was like, okay, I cleaned out this shelf like a bookshelf. So if you have any space this is helping you get creative with, I went and got these shears from Dollar General. And then I just tried to play with it, you know, and make it look a little bit so that and I had nice stuff behind me. So imagine that was beautiful. Pretend. Okay. Then I ended up moving the direction I am now, where I cleaned this out. I tried to clean that up. And then sometimes if you go all the way up to the top, let me scoot you back. If you go all the way up to the top and you see that like flat board up there, okay. Sometimes I will tape, and it's on my floor and it's messy. So let's be forgiving here. It looks like a shower curtain, kind of, but it's huge. And it's actually, I think, for like photographers or something. It's on Amazon. Vicki Johnstone, if you're on this one, she uses it in her background. I did not know it wasn't a wooden wall. I thought it was a wooden wall. And so you just tape it flat and it's really big. Some people use like PVC pipe and hook it on. So talk to me about how you're like making it look like you're not really in a disastrous closet. So this is my disastrous closet. So here's my lighting situation. It's not perfect. Let's turn off the light so that you can maybe actually see without brightness staring you in the face. Okay, so this is my tripod. God, you guys, I'm embarrassed. This place is a disaster. I get dressed 3 minutes before we go live. So this is a ring light that used to be attached to a tripod. I took it off of there. This one could attach to this tripod. This is the tripod, right? So this ring light doesn't have to stay on there. This is how I can put my phone in there. This one's from Walmart. Talking to you about cheap stuff, guys. I don't have nice things yet. One day I'm going to step it up. One day. I've got it all in my shopping cart right now. I just haven't hit the button yet. And then your ring light just has different settings. Oh, this one's not plugged in now because I moved my camera. I am also using a lamp. So you can see the lamp down there with an LED light and all my other disastrous place. Okay, so sorry if I'm making you sick right now, but now you know why you need to have your phone be still or your camera be still, because it makes people want to throw up. So that's my basics on live video tips. Okay, now let's talk about some hacks for, did I miss anything on live video? Because now I got myself distracted. If I missed anything on live video, ask me questions. I don't think, was I in the middle of any sentences I didn't finish? Miranda, her mind is blown. Hi, Stacy. What did I blow your mind about? Tell me what your mind is blown about. I'm very curious. I didn't build that closet system, but I paid closet system people to build it. The closet system people. And there's one side I didn't show you guys. This side, the other wall, this is actually recycled from my cousin's kitchen. It's like a big pantry thing. So I took this piece out. I don't know what's in here. Oh my gosh, clothes and stuff. Yay. And that's some office stuff. So I don't ever show that side in anything. But so part of it's like custom built and part of it was from my cousin's old kitchen. And then we just built around it. So it was not cheap. But you guys, what is the thing you really, really want? What is something you really want? And you can think of how it would change your life. How you could utilize that space. How you would spend your time differently if you had a quiet space to tell everybody go away. Dylan's like, are you my bathroom's on the other side of the wall. He's like, are you in your working space? I'm like, yeah, it's my closet. Kim says her first backdrop was a tablecloth draped over a clothes rack. Do I have a different camera or mic for your computer? Yeah, but I don't use it. I have a really nice, look, I don't even know where it is. I have a Yeti. Don't even use it. I want it. Sorry, up close and personal. I have this. Is this a Yeti blue? I have this, but I've used it like twice in my life. I won this when I signed up for a program I was in. I was the first one, and she did a buy one, get one, and also gave me a Yeti microphone. So congrats to Leslie. She was the first one into Evergreen. She got our BOGO on Evergreen, but I did not offer a microphone also. That was a much higher paid program that I did. And she gave me this with it. So I've used it a couple times. The problem is you also got to have headphones if you want to hear people. So when I did like Zoom parties, I was screwing it all up. And so now I've really honestly forgot that I even owned that thing. So mine's a MacBook. It's from 2017. It's the audio that comes out of the computer, and it's the video that comes out of the computer. And I do nothing fancy yet. Nothing fancy yet. One day, I mean, I feel fancy. The stuff that I do now, I feel fancy. Okay, if there's any other things that I missed on that, please type in the questions below. I want to give you the other hacks, and then I just want to speed through a 5-day review of all the things, okay? So some other hacks. So we just did some Facebook Live stuff. In review, tomorrow is curiosity posts, examples of curiosity posts, how to use them. That's at 2 o'clock Central. Monday is our live Q&A Zoom, okay? Evergreen program enrollment closes on Tuesday. That's it. It closes on Tuesday. The price will not be the same. It does go up. It goes up every time because the program expands, the value expands. The length of time is 16 weeks, all right? And it officially starts December 29th. But if you get in before that, because you're going to get in by Tuesday, all that time's just bonus time, okay? We're just going to officially start it on the 29th so we know when the 16 weeks start. But as soon as you enroll, instant access to all the things, just so you know on that. So that's a little bit of a review. I'm going to give you a messenger hack. Messenger hack, okay? And a lot of people don't know this one. They super, super love it a whole lot. So let me type into you messenger hack. And I'm a nerd for all things, all things, actually, no, I'm not. I don't like facts, and I don't like science, and I don't like history, but I like online marketing, and I like social media, and I like hacks, and I like workarounds, and I like simplicity, and I like ways to create clarity and communication. And the messenger hack, did you know that you have a URL to your messenger? Do you know what that means? A lot of people don't even know what that means, okay? Did you know there's a website, so to speak, that you could type up in the search bar of your computer, and it will take someone or you direct to your Facebook Messenger? Type to me in the comments below if you knew that, okay? In 7 minutes, we're going to do 2 on-time winners since I screwed up yesterday also, okay? Oh, that's not the page I want to share. I'm going to show you the messenger hack. Kim said she doesn't know. You're about to know. Once you know, you're responsible to do something with it. So now you're going to have to go use it. This is going to really help you guys. Let's pretend that I'm in my party. Let me go to my party group. This is my personal party group. If you're in Evergreen, you're in here, okay? Some of you got to like take a sneak peek into here, but this is really for like my customers and my prospects, okay? So today I posted, well, this isn't a good example, but who cares? We'll just pretend this is a good example. Today I posted a thing and said it's annual cooking day, yada, yada. Here's me talking about how I'm going to get healthy, all right? Let's pretend that this was a party and Michelle was a guest at a party, because this is my party group. So let's say Lisa invites her in, Michelle's a guest, and I've done the 5-day training. So I know that I'm going to friend request Michelle. I'm going to reach out to her and say, hey, I'm Cathy. I'm the one doing the party on Tuesday. Can you join us live? Or have you heard of this company or whatever? And she doesn't respond. Does that ever happen to you where people don't respond? And then it's weird because you're like, well, like, do they not care? Maybe you don't see it. So maybe they did not see it. So maybe when you look into your messenger, okay, my belly's growling. My belly's growling. Maybe when you look into the messenger, let me see if I can make this bigger. And you guys probably know this stuff, but some people don't, okay? I know this is a little basic, and the beginning part's basic, but for some it's not, okay? Oh gosh, what are they sending in this? I don't even want to know. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is my book club chat. Well, whatever. So you know how it's a little circle and it's got the faces, so you could see that somebody saw it, okay? And sometimes it has, Well, I don't know how to find one that somebody didn't read. I don't know. It would have a check mark. Everybody's read all these messages, but down here, instead of the faces, it would just have a check mark. So you're like, well, did they see it? Did they not see it? Has that ever happened to you? And you don't know what to do because you don't know. So then you message them again and you're like, hey, did you get my last message? I'm just checking in, not trying to be weird, just seeing if you got the message. And they still don't respond. Well, here's the hack. Here's what I do. I will come down in, and if Michelle's the one that's not responding, and I'm like, dude, this is rude. Why are you not responding to me? Maybe she's not interested. Maybe she is. I will come down to here to some, oops, I didn't mean to click on your name, to some message that she has commented on would be ideal. So if I've seen that she commented, and I'm going to reply to her. Y'all ready for this? Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to reply to her, and here's what I'm going to type. Hey, Michelle, I sent you a message. You can jump. Oops, I can't see because my phone's in the way. You can jump to it here. Are you ready? Type this out. Write this down. m.me/. Okay. And then the next part's going to be different for each person. The next part is going to be your Facebook user profile. Okay. And someone may not know what that is. I'll show you in a second how to know what your profile is. But for me, it's Cathy Ann 0722. Okay, Michelle, if you're watching this training right now, this is not real. This is just pretend. So what happens is I can comment in a place where she's already being active and try to redirect her to the place where she's not being active, which is in the messenger with me. Okay. As soon as Michelle clicks on this link right here, it will immediately click her over to our Facebook conversation. And if she's not seen any of it before, okay, it's going to show her all the messages she didn't see. All right. So, and this is a message between me and myself because this didn't really pop me to Michelle's messenger. This popped me to my messenger. Okay. So it brought me back to myself. So these are all messages. I send myself stuff, by the way. I send myself stuff that I want to save. This is me talking to myself. Anybody else talk to themselves? I talk to myself. Okay. So where else can you use this? If you were like, do you guys ever get emails from me and then I say, message me anytime, and I give you that web address. I give you m.me/CathyAnn0722. No matter where you post this, it takes them into the messenger. Now, if they didn't have messenger, don't know what happens. Yvette says, game freaking changer. Krista says, mind blown. Tracy says, never knew this. Thank you so much for sharing. If you like this, this is only the beginning. I get so excited about this stuff, and my evergreen students are probably like, okay, enough. Enough with all the hacks, enough with all the things, but this is life-changing stuff for people, right? The next hack that I want to do, let me pull my notes up because I honestly don't remember what I'd say next. Messenger hack, how to fix the video freeze frame. Okay, are you guys ready for this one? Now, what happens is when you do a live video, so let me go into my units in my party group, and here's a video that I did, I don't know, one day in my party group. Okay. Oh, shoot, it unfroze. Well, you know how it freezes. You know how it freezes however it wants to freeze. Let's see how this one comes out. Well, that's not a good one because that's not a real person. Let's see if the freeze frame, okay, that one froze with my hand on my head. That one froze with me like sitting like that. See, there's my old, there's like you can see different views in my closet. There's me frozen like that with my eyes closed. If you don't like how it froze, okay, if you're like, for whatever reason, I'm going to lose sleep because I do not like being freeze framed like this. First of all, nobody's losing sleep over it, but if you are, we'll fix it, okay? You have to do this on your computer. So I can fix any of them that I am the creator of the video. I can't fix Stephanie's. Okay, she's in my group, but I can't fix hers. Okay, just so you know. I can go to any of them where I was the creator. So here's a little video me and Freedom Friday. All right, guys, Tina and I are in my bedroom. Hello. And it is Freedom. Okay, I didn't mean for that to play. Let's see, let's mute it. Oh, it's our on-time winner. Okay, we're gonna come back to this in just a second. I'm gonna announce 2 on-time winners to make up for yesterday. And all the people who were on time yesterday are going to be really mad at me. I'll go pick one from there too. How about that? So we're going to stop the share just for a second. We're going to pop over and pick 2 on-time winners. And so I'm going to pick 1 from my computer and 1 from my phone because for some reason the comments are different. If I choose your name right now, you are today's on-time winner. I need you to private message me to let me know you're the on-time winner. Jennifer Dix, would you please message me? I know Jennifer was like, we've been in the messenger chatting about the next best step. She said, I was here, but I don't know if you saw me. I saw you and you're our on-time winner. Message me if you're on time and let me know. I mean, if you're here live and I'll give you a prize. All right, 1 more and then we're going to finish out our messenger hacks, okay? Krista Boster, would you please private message me? You are our second on-time winner for today. And if you are here live still, you win. Congratulations. You said, can you do this if they do not accept your message request? Yeah, so your URL, by the way, that messenger hack goes to people. It doesn't matter if they friend request. It's just a URL that anybody, so you can comment to anybody in the message. I mean, you can comment to anybody in the group, even if they aren't your friend, right? You guys can comment back and forth in your event or group. They don't have to be your friend to read messages, but Krista's question is really important. A lot of them don't see it because it's hiding. Y'all know you have an other folder, right? We can look at that in a second. Y'all know you have an other folder where stuff hides if you're not friends. So when stuff hides, people just may not have simply seen it, okay? So we are going to go back to that video, how do we say this? Video hack. We'll just go with video hack. Video freeze frame hack. So how do you fix that? If you know, drop in the comments below. If you don't know, you're about to know right now. Go back to the screen share. Let's pop back over there. Sue is typing me something. Okay, Sue, I will message you as soon as we're done. So here's this, and I'm like, oh gosh, I hate that. What you need to do is you've got to be on your computer and you have to click on the video so that it opens up, okay? So let's click on the video. It's going to open up. Hello. Why is it not opening up? I love when things don't work. There we go, okay? So now that it's open. Leanne was here, Jessica was here, Tina was. Now that it's open, and my page is loading. We're going to be patient because we need the options on the right to pop up. Once your video is open, there will be an option for you to edit the video, all right? You have to do this from your computer. So once this opens like this, now you can click the 3 dots, right? We'll just wait and take a drink break. I hope this does not mean my internet's really frozen too. Okay, now do you see the edit video option? Now you can click on edit video and then it's magically going to open up some options you never ever knew you had. And hopefully this changes your life. All right. So you can see, let's zoom in a bit. You can see that now Facebook gives you some options to edit some things. You can, oh Lord, quit zooming, quit. Jeez almighty. You can go ahead and tag people. If you didn't tag, you can edit the title, but this is the part you guys are wanting. You want to edit the thumbnail. There's a different amount of choices, but do you remember yesterday on day 5 training, or maybe on day 4 actually, I shared with you, if you want to have a good freeze frame that's like presentable, at some point in your video, just do a short pause, okay? Because Facebook is trying to grab a thumbnail of like a clear freeze frame, right? And so clearly I'm really like basically not happy with any of these. So, okay, fine, that one's cute. We'll leave it be, we'll leave it be. Then if you wanted to edit anything else, you can, okay? You just go down and save it. And now the thumbnail that people will see is the one that I changed it to. Freedom Friday. Okay? All right, guys, Tina and I are in my bedroom. Let me out of here. Me out of here. Okay, so now it will freeze to that. So if you guys feel like you want to go edit any of your freeze frame live videos right now, just go to video, like click on the video, edit video, and change the thumbnail. All right, let's stop the share for a second. Did anybody like that one? I think a lot of people don't know that. So if you want a good freeze frame, then what you want to do is at some point, oh, my screen looks white. I hope you guys saw that. I hope you saw that. If you want a good freeze frame, then at some point while you're live, just do something cute. And Facebook's going to pick up on those and give you some options. I've seen people start at the beginning where it's like before they go live, they just sit like this. Hey guys, and I'm like, that's weird. I don't like that. So maybe sometime, and I've seen some people do like this. Hey guys, we're live, like something in the beginning. I'm like, why are they doing that? That's so weird. Anyway, okay, fantastic. Last one is before you go do a post. So tomorrow, on our bonus training tomorrow, Sunday at 2:00 Central, right here in the group, we're going to do curiosity posts, dive deeper into curiosity posts. This will transcend all of your business, how often you should use them, what they look like, how to write a good one, where to use them at, personal profile. Do you do them in your groups? Do you do them in your parties? How would they look different if so? Stories, engagement posts, curiosity. That's attraction marketing. Part of it is not branding your company, branding you and making people want to ask questions. Because if y'all are willing to jump in the bed with them, they don't need to ask for a date, right? Seriously. Let's be cryptic. Let's ask questions. Let's date our prospect, and curiosity posts are a great way to do it. But before you post something that you really want to get a lot of engagement on, that you really want people to see, there are ways to get the algorithm working in your favor before you go throw down that big post that you're hoping the whole world sees. Because you know if they see this post, they're all going to want to join your team. I mean, I'm being sarcastic. It doesn't work exactly like that. But you know when you have a good post coming up, like I'm going to teach you tomorrow, you want as many eyes on it as you can. And the algorithm doesn't always like work in your favor. Business pages get like no exposure, 1 to 2% now, okay, unless you're paying for Facebook ads. Used to be like 7 to 8%. So if you feel like nobody is engaging, probably nobody is seeing your stuff, truthfully. Facebook groups and communities are where it's at. That's why we teach so much of that in Evergreen. All right. Communities, closeness, connection. That's what people crave. All right. So before you go do something really great where you're going to be like funneling people over to your group, or you're going to be grabbing attention so that you can say, hey, will you come to this event? I saw you commented on my post. Hey, would you like to get a few girls together? I saw you commented or asked this question on my post. Let's get it like primed and ready for people to see it. So what you're going to do is let's put up this, let's say prime the algorithm. Is that a good way? An algorithm. I don't know if I'm going to spell it right. Don't judge. Don't judge. I always know that I spelled it wrong when it's like, yeah, no, that's not right. I'm like, okay. So go ahead and type in algorithm below and let's see how many people also cannot spell it correctly. Algorithm. That's still not right. Oh, well, I don't know. Prime the algorithm. Algorithm. Let's fix it. So what you're going to do before you actually go live, okay, or before you go do your curiosity post, or before you do whatever, just go be nice to other people on their profiles. This is not like rocket science. If you think too much about it, like what you want other people to do for you, why don't you go do that for them first? What do you want them to do? Do you want them to engage with your post? Do you want them to like it? Do you want them to comment on it? Do you want them to ask a question about it? Go engage on their stuff, okay? That's kind of the premise. Before you get, you got to give. So tap the heart button below if you're willing to give before you get, all right? So how do we do that? That just means that we go get interactive on other people's pages. Whose? Whom's? Whose? Whom's? Is this grammar? This is like grammar day. I don't know who you're trying to get in front of, okay? Thank you for tapping the heart. It tells me like, yes, they're paying attention. So this is our last hack, and then I'm just going to give you your 5-day review sheet, okay? Let's pretend that Amy Wilson is on my radar, okay? Amy came to a party. I'm really wanting Amy to, join my team, or Amy expressed interest in the products. We did day 4 really well, and we're not sure how to connect the dots for her. And I'm like, gosh, I really want this girl like to take me seriously. Well, go engage on some of her stuff. Go check out her stuff. Go comment, go like, and do what you would like her to do with you. This puts you in front of her, okay? Now, what is a great note to tell you is that if you go into the messenger, it will tell you. Hi, Amy. I hope you don't mind me showing your page, by the way. Super cute. That's adorable. That is adorable. What is a really super thing to know is that whenever people are active in the messenger, okay, when you can see that people are active in the messenger, that tells you they're currently on Facebook. And those would be great people to get interactive with. You're like, oh, I see Sue's on right now. I'm going to go get interactive with her because you know she's also on Facebook. But if you have some certain prospects, you have some certain people you're trying to keep an eye on, those are people that you might choose to go get in front of, okay? So go get active on their pages first. Go kind of like warm Facebook up, get you in front of other people before you put yourself in front of them. I like to make friends lists. We cannot dive into this fully because this is really not the content for virtual parties, but these are some bonuses. This is definitely a lot of the things we throw down in Evergreen pretty heavily is how to do all of this stuff. But one thing you can do is create friends lists. And when you're going to go do a post, okay, remember when we talked about doing like friends accept, by the way, I've taken out certain people that are like, when I'm doing a social media sell a program thing, I take out people who sell programs. That's why I took out some, and I've tried to take out anyway. So I'm like, they don't need to see that. Maybe you're going to do, I don't need to have people in my own company see this post. Maybe you're going to have, I don't need people and I don't need my Evergreen students to see this post. You can create lists where it's like certain people will not see it, or you can do the opposite. And you're like, oh, I want to do a post and I want the people who came to Demi's party to see this. And when you like narrow down those people, they're going to be more likely to see that. So, you know, you've kind of warmed up the algorithm. You've got it working in your favor. And now we're going to edit our friends list before we do the post. So let's say that Demi, this was back in March. Let's see. I'm not going to teach you how to make this whole thing right now. Okay. But just, this is a hack. This is the basics of it. This was a party I did in March. I want to kind of keep in front of those people, and I'm going to go do a curiosity post, but I don't want my whole friends list to see it. This is how you can edit down for only those people to see it. Okay. So you could do it either where it's like, I want to show everybody except these people. I want to show only these people. And that's a hack that like people are like so excited about because they're like, this is awesome. All right, here's my last hack. And then we got to roll. This was the live that I just did for you guys. So what you're seeing now, this says only me. It's got a lock on it. Okay. Only me has a lock on it. That one is just that practice one. So you guys can see, to me, it looks like I did a Facebook Live. No one in the world can see it except me. All right. So delete it or keep it. I don't care. But I want to show you, this one was a post I did today. I did, what are your favorite or oldest ornaments on your tree? And I just took a picture of the tree at home. And I'm going to guess people have commented 2 comments. Yay. That's not very many, actually. I'm very sad. So let's talk about this one. I'm really surprised more people didn't engage yet. This is not a curiosity post. This is not me like there's one I did yesterday. I'd really like people to see it, but let's pretend this was the one. This is going to be the one. I need people to get this one because this is where I'm like teasing my products, or I'm creating curiosity, or I'm inviting them to something. When you post it, if nobody responds within 1 hour, so it's been 1 hour and I've got 2 comments, really not impressive. Kind of sad about that, actually. I can evaluate things. I can be like, could I change the description, the photo? It could have just been the wrong time, but if there's 0 engagement within an hour, you need to take that post down. You do not want posts that don't have engagement. That is not good. Take it down. Take it down, and you could simply repost the exact thing. Okay, you could edit some things and play with it. Maybe I could go write a big, like use a editor to put what's your favorite ornament right across the front of here, so that when people are scrolling the news feed, it stood out a little bit more that this is something I want you to engage with. Okay, you could do something like that. It could just be that it was a sucky post, and that's okay. Sometimes you don't do good posts. So I have the full organic strategies posting method using the PCAT method. And if you have Evergreen, it is a bonus, like part of the bundle. So it's a separate course, so to speak. So you have that. If you're an Evergreen, it is a separate prize. Some people have won. It will teach you the types of posts, how to rotate through. There's a full training on it. But if it's not getting engagement, yank that baby down. All right. If it's awesome, yesterday's was freaking awesome. Y'all need to go watch my video from yesterday. It was Santa Ship. There's 151 comments on it. I had a message. I wanted people to see this. I was teasing my products. I was teasing a couple events that are coming up. There was a lot of energy in it. This is on my personal page right now, Leah. Right now I'm on my personal page. Some of this can apply to groups too. Like if nothing's getting engagement, yeah, and nothing's getting engagement and you're building that community on a group, you're going to tag people. Okay. Evergreen, we talk a ton about this. And the basic free challenge, we talk a little bit about tag people in posts. On my personal page, I'm not tagging people like it would in a group. So they see it or they don't, they interact or they don't. So this one, I wanted people to hear. It was a good video. I knew from the beginning that I had an intention to make it fun and to create some curiosity. I had some call to actions asking people to interact with this, and it would give me some insight and information into who I could connect with. Okay. So you guys, this is a public video. Even if you're not my friend on Facebook, you can go see this, go look at the comments, see a little bit about how I interact. But then what happens after a good thing like this is you don't want to post anything for 24 hours. Okay. So type to me in the comments below. Type to me in the comments below that you need to leave a post alone for 24 hours if it's a good one. All right. Because what happens is then you go post something else and you go post something else and you go post something else. And then you fight against your own content being seen. Don't do that. Don't fight against your own content being seen. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. That's the ends of my hacks today. I know this is a little bit of stuff that probably was like game changer for some people. Other people, you might have known it. If you love all of the things, then come join me. Like, let's just do this thing. All right. We're going to wrap out on this. If you do not need a 5-day review, okay. If you do not need a 5-day review, that's what we're walking into. I'm just going to pull up your basic sheet that, I said prime the algorithm. I guess I could have edited that a little bit. We're going to pull up a basic review sheet and go through I'm not going to teach anything. I'm just telling you, like, here's what you missed if you missed it. And here's where to find it. And here's kind of what you're supposed to do on each day. As we close out today, tomorrow I will see you at 2:00 Central, Sunday. Monday, I will see you at 8:30 Central in a private Zoom, face-to-face, belly-to-belly-ish, not really, jammies, tea, no makeup. I'm going to have makeup on, mascara, filter, something. I'm just teasing. I won't. Okay. Q&A, just live Q&A. Sit back, relax. Let's talk about what we need to talk through. And the Evergreen program sign up is up in the announcements. Up there. The very first one, I think. It's pinned at the top. It's also in the units. You have until Tuesday to get in on that. All right. And that is where we just like get to like partner super close in the journey. Yes, it's a course. Yes, it's content. But it's a lot of accountability. It's your coaching with me. It's your coaching and advisory time with Kristen, twice a week with her, once a week with me. Utilize it when you want to. We are not like keeping tabs on you not showing up, but we've got your weekly accountability tracker that we're checking in on. And that is where we really, really get close with people to do all things. We're moving into Instagram now. Next month, we're doing a Canva workshop. So we just keep moving and evolving with Facebook and all things social media, but it starts with your Facebook group, your party group, your foundation, your community, and your sales funnel. That's what that is. All right. A reminder that anything I'm sharing with you right now did not come naturally to me at all a year ago. It was all very foreign. It was all very uncomfortable. And you are the summary of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So during my biggest growth phase, I surrounded myself with people that were going the direction I wanted to go. I surrounded myself with people that knew the things I wanted to know. I plugged in and I paid for a lot of coaching and a lot of programs, and I chose to implement that, right? That is where the change comes. So if you feel like right now is not where you want to stay, that's okay. That's why you're here. What are you doing to move forward? Who are you surrounding yourselves with? Who are you listening to? What are you putting into your head? Because that's what's coming out. Okay. So whether it's a simple little party or whether it's a high up, like online, all the things, making an impact and changing the world, like some of you have told me you are doing, and I believe you're going to. It's going to happen based on what you're pouring into yourself. That's what you're going to be able to give back. So don't compare my middle to your beginning. I cannot compare someone else's middle to my beginning. And just know we're all on the journey together. Okay. So if you missed anything from the 5 days, I want to pop you into the Trello board and show you what that tracker should look like, or what that tracker looks like and what your steps should be. Everybody should have this. If you don't have it, you're like, what is it? Everybody should have the basic tracker, not the full Trello board. I know not everybody has the full Trello board. We do have, I never did take you guys into the inside of Evergreen. Go up to the top if you want to see inside of Evergreen course, all the content. I forgot to do that 3 times now, but you can get a sneak peek into all that. Okay, so let's pull up our screen share and I'm going to show you the 5-day tracker. This should look familiar to you if you're like, never seen it before. You might have come in after we gave it away because we gave it away on Monday. Okay. I have been told that the free discount code expired because I gave it away for the first few days. If you don't have that, okay, if you don't have this and you need it, please message Diane, your party manager, or you can message me. Okay. Everybody should have this. Let me look at questions real quick. Leah says, before commenting back or keep the algorithm. Oh, great question, Leah. Comment the heck out of comments. Comment, but I'm just saying don't post something else. Leah's asking, when you have a good post, okay? When you have a good post, don't post something else for 24 hours, but heck yeah, engage in those comments. And if you guys want to bring an old post back to life, go back and comment on some of that old stuff, all right? So great question. Do I have these hacks on a PDF? No, Tracy, I don't. I literally just made them up while I was taking a bath. And I'm like, which are my top hacks I want to share with you guys today? It's in Evergreen, but I'm just pulling parts of my course out. And I was just like, let's do this for some bonus stuff, okay? Self-development books that I love. Jamie, I'm going to take a picture of my top thing here for you and I will post it, right? I will comment with a picture of these books up here that I love for you, okay? Yes, Caitlin, comment. You guys have to engage on people's stuff and don't be like heart. Be like questions, be like ask, be like, oh my gosh, like get into conversations, right? If you guys go look at my comments from the other day and some people were like asking some questions, then I might say I'll message you and then I get into the private messenger to talk more. I'm not trying to give all the answers on my personal page. I'm just trying to get some curiosity and conversation started. You're welcome. Okay, so this party tracker should look familiar. I'll fly through everything you've learned. How many times to not look like you're spamming? Leah, how many times to not look like you're spamming? For the messenger, I'm now looking at these questions, you guys. I should have looked at them earlier. Sorry. My throat's done, man. Okay. So to not look like if you're like private messaging someone and they didn't respond, I just am like, hey, I messaged you. And if they don't respond, like I'm not going to 2 messages, 3 at the very most. And I never message somebody again personally. Personally, that's how I do it. I have to cough really good. So hold on. Okay. So the virtual party tracker, all of this should look familiar. On day number 1, you learned how to book parties. Okay. So we book our party. On day number 2, we learned how to start our hostess coaching process, and we're going to continue that on. On day 3, we set up the group. We learned how to do a welcome post. Day 2, we did hostess coaching, inviting guests. Those are a little switched around. Doesn't matter. Mix them up however you want. We learned how to tag guests in the welcome post, create a group message. I'm not going to make it through this. Send a welcome message to the guest and start pre-connecting before the party starts, and friend request the guests. While I die here and take another drink, will you please type in the comments if you have any questions about any of those steps? Booking your party, we're going to cover some more of that with curiosity posts tomorrow just for some bonus stuff. Seriously, what just happened? I wore a fake filter eyelash yesterday, so when I was bawling my eyes out, I didn't have to worry about mascara running, but today I'm not. I've got real mascara on, so be like, ooh. Okay. On day 3 of your training inside of this challenge, we also learned about pre-party posts, what to post every 24 hours leading up to the day of the live, okay? Day 4, we learned about the live party, how to do the live, remind the guests that it's coming up, message your hostess and put a reminder post, and how to go live. For real, y'all. On day 5, yesterday, we learned about what to do after the live video is over. how to post your specials, change the group description, check in with the guests, let them know what they thought, follow up with each guest, starting with the ones that were most interested first, okay? Now, the day before the party ends, so my party ends on Friday, I might go in there. If you're in my party group, you can go see, we put like parties ending, but most of the magic is in the messenger. So honestly, I taught you yesterday, I'll do a couple games inside of the group, okay? I'll post a thank you if someone buys, but aside from that, there's not a lot of life after the live is over. Okay, that's normal. A lot of the life is happening in the messenger. Don't rely on your Facebook post to do the work, okay? And then at the end, we let everyone know where we want them to go next, okay? So you guys have to have a next with people. Remember, this is what I've been drilling in. If you have a next, you don't get weird. If you know you're going to see them again, you don't get weird. If you create an evergreen party group like I teach you, you don't get weird, because even if they don't convert that day, they're in your group, they're in your community. You've got time and you allow them to move through the process at their own pace. You only get weird when you think they're never going to be seen again and you're afraid and you're like thinking about you instead of them. Because then you're like, they didn't get the message. They didn't get the message. Maybe if the deal was better, maybe if this, well, maybe, I don't know, but you can only control what you can control. So at the end of the party, after you've made it through day 5, what is your next step? Is it an invite to an email list? Is it an invite into your VIP group if you don't have this in housed inside of a party group? If it's housed inside of a pop-up event, you got to take them somewhere, okay? And inside of Evergreen, we talk a ton about not just relying on your Facebook group, because you don't own Facebook. One of my students had her group shut down. So don't be scared, but this stuff happens. Be smart and know what your plan will be. Just like have a plan if your Facebook Live isn't going to work, right? This is the stuff we teach and prep you for, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to hang out, just scroll through some questions, let you go back to your weekend. Tell me what you're doing. Are you doing something fantastic? Bethany said, was looking for a great way to post off content engagement using the tree idea. Yay. Ooh, Bethany's in Evergreen. Bethany, I also just posted that Secret Santa spinoff idea. We're going to do something inside of our group that's not product specific or anything, just something to create engagement, but it always has to have purpose. I always want to have purpose. So we're doing something fun and new there. Leah said I made her cry when, oh my gosh, that made me cry. And my fake eyelashes, yeah, they were all like on top of my head. It was awesome. Leave your post alone for 24 hours. Do you still comment back? Always comment back. Always comment back. I think I'm reviewing some of the old stuff. I think that's it. Caitlin says she was asking about commenting on people's posts, how to engage. You guys, you want to have, okay, I've got a quick, like easy answer for you guys. Okay. Let's talk about how not to be weird. And I don't know how to say it differently. I always say, don't be weird. Don't be weird. Let's not be weird. Don't be weird. How not, I'm sure there's a much more eloquent way to say it. I'm sure there is. There's something nicer and I'm going to learn and I'll do it better. But right now we're just going to say how not to be weird. How do you not be weird on social media? Act like you're talking to the person in person. That's how you don't be weird. What does that mean? And not weird, maybe that's the wrong word. Somebody give me a better word. But if anybody saw my video on how to transition from home parties over to online parties, it's a 6-minute video. It's over on my YouTube channel. It should be pinned in the announcements, okay? I parallel the 5 parts of the parties that I teach you guys to what you did in home, okay? What happens is people can't make that connection of how to connect with you on the computer versus how I'd connect if we were face-to-face, right? What we did when we were like just hanging out in the kitchen and chatting with people versus what we're doing when we're showing the products versus what we're doing when we're sitting at the table and asking for the order. How do you not be weird? Imagine I'm sitting next to you right now. Would you say that same thing? Would you say it 5 times in a row if I didn't respond once? Or would you think of a different way to say it? Would you create a way to like check that I was listening? Okay, this is not as hard as we make it, but we don't know how to connect what we're doing to real life. Y'all are real people, right? You have real problems. You got real kids, you got real pets and real parents and real jobs, and you got real banks and you got real bills. So don't treat people like they're not real and like they're just a sale, but you're not doing it on purpose. Okay. I hope that very simple explanation answers a whole lot of questions, because when I realized, would I say this to Caitlin if she was here with me right now? I wouldn't probably say it that way. Okay, well, how would I say it? Be like, hey, Caitlin, thanks so much for coming to the party tonight. Did you see anything you liked? And she's like, man, it's just not in my budget. Be like, okay, well, can you tell me more about that? Like, are you interested? Where maybe I could follow up, or could I offer you a way to make this work for your budget? Tell me more about that. Like, have a conversation. Ping pong. I call it ping ponging. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if Caitlin doesn't respond in the messenger and I hit it again and I'm like, hey, just checking in. She doesn't respond. I'm kind of going to assume she's not interested, but I'm going to check for clarity. Hey, Caitlin, I'm just checking in one more time. Not sure if you're interested or not. Really not a big deal. Can you just let me know either way? She's like, not interested. Cool. Hostesses are your friends. Leah, it's hard. As quickly as we want to get away from the people we know. Okay. As quickly as we can, we want to get out of that warm network so that when you're at your sock party, like I was last night, I told you guys, I'm going to wrap up, y'all. Yes, Stacy, yes. When you're at your sock party with your 12 girlfriends that you all have like kids that are 15 and you met when they were 6, and you only see each other a couple times a year, you don't want to be desperate for sales, because those are my only friends, right? I don't want to do that. So I want to create a new network. Curiosity post tomorrow is going to be big for you. Growing your Facebook, your friends list without like spam friend requesting, but effectively finding people to friend request, either past party guests or people in communities, like-minded people. We teach that stuff in Evergreen. It's a big deal. Okay. When I show up to sock party last night, I told you guys before, 6 out of 12 of those girls have now signed up for products or as a team member. I didn't ask any of them to. I was insistent that no matter what, I am not talking about my products and my business while we're having sock party. We're just going to be people. But if they say something that seems like a fit and one of them says, gosh, I've gained the COVID-19, I'm like, girl, me too. We should do this thing together. She's like, oh, cool. Tell me about it. The same way I would if I didn't sell it. Interact with people the way you would if you didn't sell your products, and you won't be weird. Okay. Stacy says, always end with a question. Yes. Couple tips for the messenger. If people have to scroll to read it, it's too long. Okay. So they have to scroll to read your message. It's too long. If you have more than one thought process in that one message, it's too much. And you always want to end with a question. Okay. Those are a couple tips. If y'all love this stuff, I want to see you in Evergreen. I confidently sell Evergreen the way that you confidently sell the products that you offer at your party. It is a solution to a problem that a lot of people have. And I know that it's the place that when we get to work closely together and you get to move through this stuff and you get the accountability and the support, that's why people say this is like nothing else. Okay. I confidently offer that to you the same way that you would offer to your friends or your guests or your hostesses the products that you're selling. When you find a solution to a problem, then you can sell without being salesy, right? Awesome, Kat. But yeah, but you've got to do that by asking questions, by interacting, by finding the need, and by listening. All right. Love you all. I got to roll. I'm sure both kids are up and Jeremy's done. Time's up. See you tomorrow at 2 o'clock Central for Curiosity posts. Congrats if you won a prize. Please private message me. And then I'll see you Monday night at 8:30 Central for Zoom Q&A. Evergreen's open till Tuesday. Go up into the comments for that. And then Kristen gets to hang out with y'all on Tuesday for a bonus training. She is your advisor in Evergreen. So you get to work with her as well. She's our Wall Street mama. Wall Street to online business. And she freaking rocks. Okay, thanks for joining me today. Bye, guys. Oh, I got to say my typical this. Bye for now. See you later.